Hey everyone, I'm Hannibal. We're back in Mass Effect. To the tone of this somber music, because if you can remember, the last thing that we had to deal with was the death of Caden on Virmire. We've blown up Saren's base. We talked to Joker. It's time to see how the rest of the crew feels. And then it's off to the Citadel to go get ourselves a fleet. So let's see, we're gonna go talk to Liara. Let's see if Chalkwest has anything to say.
Yes, Commander? Is there something you need?
How did you end up serving on an Alliance ship?
I
Doesn't look
enlisted
like
right
it,
out of
even after
med school.
Caden's death.
Earth always seemed boring to me. I wanted to travel this, but humanity needs the Alliance if we want.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
Alright, so since we've already heard that, I'm just gonna go skip that. Talk to Liara.
Commander, are you coming to check up on me?
You look much better. How are you feeling?
Dr. Chakwas assures me I am going to be fine. I was impressed with her knowledge of Asari physiology.
You're in good hands. Dr. Chakwas knows what she's doing.
I've been thinking about Saren. I actually feel a little sorry for him now.
He's become a slave to the Reapers and he can't even see it.
He is trapped inside his own mind. Part of him senses his identity slowly being swallowed up by Sovereign, but he is powerless to stop it. I wonder how he first fell into Sovereign's trap. Did he think he could somehow stop the Reapers from returning? Or was he simply driven by a lust for power and glory?
I guess we'll never
Whatever
know.
Saren's reasons may have been, they're long gone now. He has to be stopped.
Yes, I suppose you're right. He may be Sovereign's victim, but he is also a threat to all life as we know it. Let's not spend every free minute talking about Saren. It is bad enough we are chasing him across the galaxy.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
She says it so formally. We would have talked to Caden, but obviously that's not something that's gonna happen. This episode, I'm not really sure how long it's gonna go for, because we're definitely going to go to Ilos. And I don't want to cut Ilos in half, that's for sure. So this one might end up running a little longer, which is okay. I guess we'll just have to see how long things take us at the Citadel. Alright, so because of our efforts, the Solarians made it. They made it. Made it on board.
It was an honor working with you, Commander Shepard. Despite the losses, our mission was a success. Lieutenant Alenko's actions will not go unnoticed. His sacrifice has earned humanity a great deal of respect from my people.
Caden was a fine officer. He knew what the risks were, but he did what he had to.
Of course, the grim reality that every soldier must accept. Rest assured, Commander, my men and I will not forget what you have accomplished here. We will leave your ship as soon as you reach your next destination. Perhaps we will have the opportunity to work together again someday.
Perhaps we will.
You have my gratitude, Commander. Most people would have left our team behind. The captain considers the mission a success. I defer to his judgment.
Glad I could help.
Good luck, Commander Shepard.
Commander, things got heated back on Virmire. You did what you had to do. I respect your choice.
Thank you, Rex.
I appreciate what you did, Rex. I won't forget it.
Just make sure it was worth it. Saren has to pay for what he's done.
We're
We'll
both
have him
agreed
soon.
on that.
Then he can answer for his crimes.
He'll do more than just answer if I have anything to say about it.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
Even the way they say goodbye to each other always seems a little more saddened with these conversations.
Commander?
About Lieutenant Alenko. How are you holding up?
Can't say I'm better. Sorry for anything I said back there. I don't want any deaths on my hands, and it's my fault.
It's not your fault. I'm the one that made the call.
Williams, listen to me. I'm in command of this mission. I made the call, not you. He's dead because of me.
It's funny. I don't have any fear of dying for the Alliance. But when I think of someone dying for me, if you don't mind my asking, how did you deal with the losses on Elysium?
It was my job to get everyone out safe. I failed. I vowed not to let that happen again. Same here. I'll remember it, and I'll do better for him.
Yeah. I guess that's all we can do. Thanks for the advice, Skipper.
What's your opinion on the last mission?
We've got a
Probably
hard
not
fight
the
ahead.
best.
Fleets of AI dreadnoughts who've exterminated all life dozens of times over. I think the odds are against us.
We have an advantage. We know they're coming, and we know about their indoctrination.
That's true. We might be the first civilization to know they're coming.
Skipper. Don't worry about that. But I'm infantry. Against Reapers, my rifle may as well fire spitballs. I won't have a place in this war.
Oh,
That's
you
what
will,
pisses
believe me.
Off, not being
You
able
will.
to shoot back.
We'll talk later, Williams.
Looking forward to it, Skipper.
The Reapers themselves can't exterminate every living thing. They need boots on the ground just as much as we do. You'll have a place.
Commander, I wanted to thank you.
What for, Garrus?
For everything. Taking me with you, letting me be part of your team. I've learned a lot. I've thought a lot about what you've told me. About not sacrificing innocence to achieve the goal. About finding the best way through, not just the fastest. And I've been thinking about Dr. Salion, too. I'd convinced myself that he deserved to die, but then I started thinking about why I wanted him dead. I realized it wasn't because of what he did to those people. That was part of it, but I think most of it was because he got away from me. He escaped under my watch, and I didn't like that. I let it become personal.
Words mean nothing until you turn them into action, Garrus. What are you going to do about it?
Well, I'm going back to CSEC. I think I can make a difference there. I'll also reapply for Spectre training, but I'll do it right. I won't compromise myself to get there. If the people I'm sworn to protect can't trust me, then I don't deserve to be the one protecting them.
I'm glad you see it that way. Keep that in mind when we meet Saren.
Don't worry, Commander. I will.
Alright, and then we'll go talk to Tally. Be on our way. I'm thinking this one's definitely gonna run a little long, but that's okay. We already had one that ran 2.5 hours. I don't expect it to run that long. Even if it does, I'm not worried about it. This one might end up being the second to last episode. Second to last? No, I don't. Not second to last. The penultimate? The episode before the last
Hey,
episode?
Shepard. Do you need something?
I should go.
See you later.
Apparently Tally doesn't have anything to say. We're getting close. We're getting real close to the end. There's still a lot of stuff yet to happen, though. That's for sure. Alright. It's time to go get Saren. Wonder.
Yes, Commander?
Carry
No.
on, Presley.
Yes, sir.
Presley's like Chalkwest. He only ever has the one thing to say.
I forwarded the mission update to the Citadel, Commander. We got confirmation on those reinforcements. Ambassador Udino wants us to report back to the Citadel. The Council's massing a joint species fleet to deal with Saren and his geth.
Alright.
Knew they'd come around. Back to the Citadel, Joker. I want the Normandy at the head of that fleet.
Yes, sir.
Good job, Shepard. Thanks to you, the Council's finally taking real action against Saren.
The Ambassador is correct. If Saren is foolish enough to attack the Citadel, as you believe, we will be ready for him.
Patrols are stationed at every mass relay linking Citadel space to the Terminus systems.
You think a blockade's going to stop him? He's on Ilos looking for the Conduit right now. What are you doing about that?
Ilos is only accessible to the Mu relay, deep inside the Terminus systems, Commander. If we send a fleet in there, the only possible outcome is full-scale war.
Now is the time for discretion, Commander. Saren's greatest weapon was secrecy. Exposed, he is no longer a threat. This is over.
Really? After all this time?
One ship going into the Terminus systems won't start a war. I can be discreet.
You detonated a nuclear device on Virmire. I wouldn't call that discreet.
Your style served you well in the Traverse, Commander. We recognize that. But Ilos requires a deft touch. We have the situation under control.
Secrecy isn't his greatest weapon. The Conduit is.
Saren is a master manipulator. The Conduit is just a distraction from his real plan to attack the Citadel.
If Saren finds the Conduit, we're all screwed. We have to go to Ilos.
Ambassador Udina, I get the sense Commander Shepard isn't willing to let this go.
There are serious political implications here, Shepard. Humanity's made great gains thanks to you, but now you're becoming more trouble than you're worth.
You bastard! You're selling us out!
It's just politics, Commander. You've done your job, now let me do mine. We've locked out all the Normandy's primary systems until further notice you're grounded.
Are you insane? After everything I've done, you still don't believe me?
I think it's time for you and your team to leave, Commander. This no longer concerns you. The Council can handle this, with my help, of course.
So they sold us out. They've grounded us and stopped us from going to Ilos. How nice of them.
How you holding up, Skipper?
This isn't over yet.
You're an optimist, Shepard. I guess we'll have to consider this part of humanity's learning experience.
We'll figure it out. We have to. Can I count on you to be there?
I know I'm not the easiest person in the world to get, so I'll do you a favor. Just this once. I want you to be happy. Whatever you need, I'll help. There. You made me say it. Boom goes my feminine mystique.
I've had a hell of a time figuring you out. But I think I have. I want you to be happy, too.
You better.
Oh.
Sorry to interrupt, Commander. Got a message from Captain Anderson.
Oh, Joker.
Are you spying on us, Joker?
No, sir. Just knew you were on the ship and figured I'd pass the message on. The captain said to meet him at Flux, that club down in the wards.
Sounds important. You'd better go.
Alright. We'll go meet Captain Anderson
Equalizing
and
interior pressure
Flux.
with exterior atmosphere. Logged. The commanding officer is ashore. Exo Presley has the deck.
Sorry, Commander. The Normandy's locked down. Ambassador Udina gave the order.
Yeah, well, you could unlock it for us.
When I first arrived on the Citadel, I spent nearly 3 hours being questioned by the officers here before they would let me enter the wards.
Alright, let's go find the captain. There's
Alliance officials report that a Geth incursion into the Armstrong cluster has been repulsed.
2 assignments
with the Geth
to do
suffering heavy casualties.
on our way there.
In the event of
The
future
nice thing is
Geth
we don't have to
activity,
go looking
the
for
Alliance
them.
plans to maintain a strong security presence in the area.
They're just gonna be there on our way to Flux. No one wandering around the Citadel looking for assignments this time around. Just 2, and they're both directly in your path. So that makes it nice and easy. Alright, so there's one right there. The other one, if you'd walked here, you would have seen as this over here.
Excuse me, you're the Spectre, right? Commander Shepard, it is an honor to speak with you.
What's this demonstration about?
I'm Charles Saraceno of the Terra Firma Party. With Armistice Day coming soon, we're making our voices heard by the alien appeasers on the Presidium. Can I count on your support in the next election?
You're marking the end of the First Contact War with a protest?
As we have every year for the last 26 years. The war taught humanity a lesson that some would forget. If we don't stand up for ourselves, no one else will.
I thought the lesson of the First Contact War was that there's other life in the galaxy, and they have opinions too.
Perhaps so, Commander. But if aliens feel free to express their opinions at gunpoint, why shouldn't we?
We should, but you're looking for a reason.
I disagree. We have a backlog of grievances the aliens have ignored, starting with Shanxi.
Were you at Shanxi? If not, shut your pie hole.
It's not worth getting angry over, Chief.
Right. I read you, Skipper.
What are you running for?
I'm seeking one of the 5 spacer seats in Parliament. They have certain Baroque conditions for a citizen to be able to vote for them. You have to spend more than 6 months a year in space, but you can't have stayed in any one settled system for more than a month. You do spend most of your time in space, Commander.
Yeah, so?
I don't know Terra Firma's platform. What do you stand for?
Our core value is that Earth must stand firm against alien influences. Politically, culturally, and in the worst case, militarily.
It's a noble goal. Too bad so many of your supporters are just racists.
I can't deny that some of our supporters have extreme views, but our platform is also supported by economists, sociologists, and medical professionals.
No excuse.
But you don't do anything to curtail the racist comments of your members.
Of course not, Commander. Whether I disagree with them or not, they have the right to express their opinion.
That's kind of the stuff we're dealing with right now in this particular political season with Trump president. I just really dated this video. You go back and watch this 10 years from now, you're gonna go, oh boy, that's when this was filmed.
Sorry, I believe we need to work peacefully with other races.
We've heard that before in human history. Well-meaning naivete leads to declaration like Shanxi to happen again. I don't suppose I could convince you to issue a public statement of support for my candidacy. The support of the first human Spectre would be
try
invaluable.
and work alongside other aliens.
The occupation of Shanxi couldn't happen again. We weren't even sure there were aliens to garrison against back then.
It's still a powerful symbol, Commander. Shanxi is the only human territory ever occupied by an alien species.
Yeah, no,
you have the right to your opinion, Mr. Saraceno, but with all due respect, I disagree with it.
I understand. I'm glad you support the democratic process, at least. Thank you for your time, Commander. Remember Terra Firma on Election Day, because Terra Firma remembers you.
That's... wow. Alright. Well, there's the racist protesters for you. And the drugged up...
Soldier, I've got a major situation, and I need help from somebody with humanity's interests at heart.
Politician, I guess?
What kind of situation are we talking about?
Of course, right to business. That's why humanity has the best damn fleet in the galaxy. My name is Elias Keeler. I'm an alliance negotiator. We've got a big session coming up with the Solarians. You wouldn't believe what's riding on this. I'm fighting for humanity on this one, just like you are.
I understand. It's important. So what do you need?
Well, in order to do my best for humanity, I need the best resources on the market. There's a mental stimulant that increases alertness and cognitive function. It's legal, but restricted. I've purchased the monthly limit, and I need more from the medbay.
What is this stimulant exactly?
Oh, I don't know the medical terms, but it increases mental capacity, short-term recall, that sort of thing. It helps me stay focused, and it keeps me sharp. Nothing gets by me when I'm on it.
If you know the monthly limits, why did you go over them?
The negotiations were supposed to be last week, but the Solarians stalled it, probably deliberately. If I don't get the stimulant, I'll be a wreck. My assistant will take over, and that would be a disaster.
You should put some trust in your assistant.
Sounds so bad, actually.
Didn't you train him?
My assistant wants to bend over backwards for the Citadel races. He wants to show them we're reasonable. No race will respect us until we show them who's in charge. That's what it took with the Turians. Yeah, forget my assistant.
Why is this deal so important?
The Solarians want to set up long-term trade agreements. There are billions of credits at stake. If I don't get the drug, my assistant will take over and mess up the whole deal. It would be a disaster.
You should put some trust in your assistant. Didn't you train him?
My assistant. No race will respect us until we show them who's in charge.
You're an addict.
That's what it took with the Turians. Yeah, forget my assistant.
Keeler, you've got a problem. You need to get treatment.
It might look that way from the outside, but this is just a one-time slip-up. All the top negotiators are on stimulants close to the legal limit. It's the way the game is played.
I don't see all the top negotiators soliciting help to go over the legal limit, Keeler.
Maybe you're right. I've been trying to keep humanity strong, and maybe I've pushed myself too hard. I'll tell you what.
Yeah, maybe just
this
a little.
Will be the last time I use the stimulant. After this deal is finished, I'll get treatment.
No trade negotiation is worth ruining your life for. Let it go and get help.
You don't understand. Humanity needs me, and I need that stimulant. Without it, I don't know anymore. I get so tired when I run out of the stimulant. I just need one more boost.
You need treatment. That's what you need. Not
There's no
boost.
shame in having a problem, but you have to get treatment.
You're right. I'll go tell my assistant. I shouldn't be working like this. I'll get help. I'm just sorry it came to this.
Me too. Good luck. All right.
Still can't believe that can happen out in the open
All right. Captain Anderson.
I'm glad you came, Shepard. I heard what happened.
They pulled me off the mission. Just like when they forced you to give up the Normandy.
I know, I'm sorry. I wanted to warn you, but there was no way to get a message to you before you docked. I know you're pissed off right
I appreciate you
now,
thinking of us.
but you can't give up. They all think this is over, but we both know it's not. You have to go to Ilos. You have to stop Saren from using the Conduit.
There's only one ship that can get me into the Terminus systems undetected, and she's grounded.
Citadel controls locked out all the Normandy's systems, but if we override the Ambassador's orders, we can get them to bring the Normandy back online. You can be in the Terminus systems before anyone even knows you're gone.
If we steal the Normandy, you're the one left holding the bag.
And if Saren finds the Conduit, life as we know it is over. The Reapers will destroy us. Humans, Asari, everybody. You're the only one who can stop him, Shepard. So I'll do whatever it takes to get you on the Normandy and off this station.
Stealing the Normandy is mutiny. What if the crew won't help me?
The Normandy's your ship now, Commander. Her crew will follow you to the ends of the galaxy. We both know that.
I won't forget this, Captain. I promise.
I can unlock the Normandy from one of the consoles in the Citadel Control Center. You'll have a few minutes before anyone realizes what happened.
That's a restricted area, patrolled by armed guards. How are you going to get in?
Leave that to me. Just make sure you're in the Normandy when the systems come back online.
You're gonna get yourself killed. There has to be another way.
Ambassador Udina issued the lockdown order. If I can hack into the computer in his office, maybe I can override it.
He's not gonna let you waltz into his office and use his computer.
Hopefully he won't be there. If he is, I'll just have to think of something.
Udina won't let you slide, Captain. You'll be charged with treason, a capital offense.
We don't have a lot of options. I break into the Ambassador's computer, or I take my chances with the patrols in Citadel Control.
You should break into his office.
You'll have a better chance if you go after the Ambassador's computer.
I was hoping you'd say that. The Ambassador has made this personal. You ready to get the hell off this station, Commander?
Absolutely.
Let's do it. I'll take care of the lockdown. You get down to the Normandy and tell Joker to stand by.
Alright. Just one for the road. Alright. Time to head back to CSEC. So we can go back to the Normandy. To Docking Bay.
A research station on Noveria has reportedly been destroyed. The exact cause is currently unknown. Given the research conducted on Noveria, many are blaming the destruction on an experiment gone awry. Administrator Anoleus currently faces criminal charges as a result of the disaster, although the nature of the charges remains unclear.
Peak 15 was not destroyed. It was overrun by Rachni, but it wasn't destroyed. Although I did blow up one section of Peak 15 to get rid of the rest of the Rachni, so I mean, part of it was destroyed. Didn't blow up all of it though. Alright, so the captain is going to unlock the Normandy for us so we can try and catch up to Saren once again.
Stand by, shore party. Decontamination in progress.
There's the Ambassador's
Anderson,
computer.
what are you doing here? I didn't set...
That was satisfying, I'm sure. Here we go.
Get us out of here, Joker. Now!
Alright. Heading to Ilos. At this point, I don't know if it lets you go anywhere else. It might actually, but... it's definitely time to head to Ilos. In the golden age of the Protheans, Ilos was a verdant world dotted with the spires and arches of magnificent cities. Even casual observation shows this is no longer the case. Ilos has been devastated by means unknown, its entire surface changed to the color of rust. The atmosphere shows heightened levels of oxygen. Wildfires, presumably ignited by lightning strikes, can be seen burning on the dark side. This indicates that most, if not all, respirating animal life forms have died off. Ah, yes. If you've chosen to romance somebody, this is when it happens.
You don't have to call me that. I'm a traitor now. I probably shouldn't even be wearing this uniform.
We had to do this, Shepard. You know that. There was no other way. And you'll always be the skipper to me. Oh, Captain, my captain.
First Alfred Tennyson, now Walt Whitman. You're full of surprises.
Dad loved all those sappy poets. Mom was more into Plath. I'm not a word person, Shepard. Other people say what I mean better than I do. We're mutineers, sailing a stolen warship into the most hostile system in the galaxy. I couldn't blame the Council for calling us reckless or aggressive.
Just a few months ago, you would have.
I've had some things to think about since coming aboard. Death closes all. But something ere the end, some work of noble note, may yet be done. Not unbecoming men that strove with gods. We'll get home again, Shepard. I believe you'll lead us through. Oh, Captain, my captain.
Is my rank all you see when you look at me?
No. I see a strong, passionate man. With a great ass. There are regs against us, you know. You ready to deal with the consequences?
Of all the
I spent my whole life fighting to get what I want. To get it done, I had to bury a lot of things. During that whole time, not even once did I feel like I was worth what I was fighting for. You make me feel good enough.
Bunk here tonight, Ash. With me.
Bold words, Shepard. I like bold.
This isn't a contest, Ash.
This isn't an act, Shepard. But you'll learn.
Alright, kids, look away. Bioware is pretty good about almost. But never quite seeing anything.
Well now, that's a whole new spin for on the floor and give me 20, huh?
Would you roll your eyes if I said this is the first time in months I felt that all's right in the galaxy?
Yes?
Bridge to Commander Shepard. We're 5 minutes out from the Mu relay.
Duty calls. Get up to the bridge, Skipper. I've got other weapons to check out. Hey, Shepard. Whatever happens down there, I just wanted to say... Wait, you know what? I'm not telling you. You want to hear this? You'll just have to come back to me.
Alright, deal's a deal.
Commander? We've got company.
Have their sensors picked us up yet?
Stealth systems are engaged. Unless we get close enough for a visual, they won't have any idea we're here.
Picking up some strange readings from
Geths
the
don't
planet
have
surface.
windows.
Take us
They
down,
won't see
Joker.
us.
Lock in on the coordinates.
Negative on that, Commander. The nearest landing zone's 2 clicks away.
We'll never make it in time on foot. Get us something closer.
There is nowhere closer. I've looked.
Drop us in the Mako.
You need at least 100 meters of open terrain to pull off a drop like that. The most I can find near Saren is 20.
20 meters? No way we can make a drop in there.
We have to try.
Find another landing zone!
There is no other landing zone!
The descent angle's too steep.
It's our only option.
It's not an
Joker?
option, it's a suicide run. We don't...
I can do it.
Joker?
I
The
can
best
do
pilot in the galaxy.
Gear up and head down to the Mako. Joker, drop us right on top of that bastard.
We have the best pilot in the galaxy flying our ship. He can do it.
Keep moving. Inside, now.
He did it. We're here.
We have to get inside this bunker before Saren finds the conduit. There's no way we're getting past that door with brute force.
That's very
Saren
true.
found a way to open it. There must be some kind of security override somewhere in this complex.
We'll have to find some way to get it up and running again.
Alright. I don't know why I have my pistol. We'll just switch to this. Yeah. Apparently we have smoke grading we can do. Or Ashley does. I'm gonna give her that. Alright, and I went through my inventory, so we're all clear there. Alright. Now, I was only able to buy one of the assault rifles because they only sell them to you one at a time. But me and Tally have the Spectre level 10 gear. Alright, there's a couple of armatures over there. That's cool. Alright, come on. There we go. Loot over here. I'm gonna have them. There we go. I want them there. Oh, yep. I was hoping I could dodge it in time. That's okay. We'll just have to bust our way over there again, quick. Alright. Try that again. You could just stand here and kill them, I suppose. Oh, so it's Tally's fault that they stood up. Alright. That's one down.
Not in the middle of a fight!
I'm gonna take out this enemy behind us. There we go. One down, one to go. There we go. Sweet. Much easier. So we could go down that way. We can go up and around this way. I think there's some sort of like control panel over here somewhere, but Ilos says that there's a couple paths that you can take. It's actually, I think, oh, that's what it is. So I remember now. What you can do, and you'll come out back behind where we are right now, but instead of fighting those armatures, and I think this is what I did when I played it on Insanity, just because I didn't want to fight them, you can go over here, run down this way. There's some enemies down here. Not too many, though. Kill these blokes. Now, where's the last guy shooting at me? Alright. And then you can come over here to this armature control, which you hack it, and it either shuts them down or it turns them non-hostile too. Which then you can run this way. And come up behind them. Right where we were. Over here. Alright. So we need to head this way now. Yeah, that trick with the armatures, I'm almost positive, like 8 out of 10 times, I always remember it after the fact. I'll kill them and then go, right, I remember now. I could have just done this. Oh well. Like I said, I'm pretty sure that's what I used for the insanity run that I did. Just because on... the less armatures you have to fight on insanity, the better. Insanity. Still gotta work on my pronunciation a little bit. Or enunciation. My pronunciation is fine. My enunciation, on the other hand, is what needs some work. I don't need these crates. I've got good gear. Honestly, I could probably use a better armor set at this point, but still found one, so I'm honestly not taking all that much damage. So I probably shouldn't worry about it too much. Okay. Wow. The mods I have on my gun are good enough that even when I get hit with the gun jamming ability or overheating ability that the Geth have, it didn't even fully overheat my gun. It just almost overheated my gun. That's cool. Alright. Let's see, head down the elevator here. Down here is where we'll find the control to unlock the bunker. So we can head back up and head down the bunker to chase after Saren in the Mako.
Still has power. It must be running off its own generator.
I bet this is the command center for the entire complex. Saren's troops must have sealed the doors from here after he went inside. We'll have to figure out how to disengage the security lockdown if we ever want to get inside that bunker.
So here's something kind of neat. Yeah, it is this fight. So there's armatures on either side of the wall on this room and maybe another room. And this fight can be kind of a pain, but there are armature repair stations, like you can see one right there, all the way alongside each armature, that if you repair them, they actually fight on your side and don't attack you. Well, they don't attack you at all, actually. But, you can run over here. The crypt, which will, you have to have a high enough decryption skill, or enough omni gel. Decrypt it, and then you hack the armature, and it starts shooting things for you. And you can do that all the way down this room. Now they won't move, but they'll shoot all your enemies for you, at least in here, and they won't attack you afterwards. There's another one. Let's see, here's another one right here. And that's absolutely how I beat this fight on Insanity, because there's running into it, all the Geth like right here, and you don't have much cover, and there's a couple of like does it get prime, and it was just a fight. But if you let the armatures, or at least even just if you can just hack one, you let the armatures deal with the enemies for you, you are good to go. See? Look at this. You can even, like, it won't even let you shoot them. It acts as if they're on your side. So I think it's just that room there. Alrighty. It's the only time in the game you'll see that. Armature's fighting for you. Hold on. We need to go up here first, and then we can go down below. Open the security panel.
Come on. Saren's already got a head start. We have to go find him before he reaches the conduit.
Unless he's already found it. Then we're just walking into a trap.
That's a chance we'll have to take.
Hold on. Something's happening.
Too late. Unable to... Invading fleets. No escape.
Sounds like some kind of message, but I don't recognize the language.
It's probably in Prothean. This recording must be 50,000 years old. No wonder we can't understand it.
What, you mean you guys can't understand that?
Up, but I recognize some of the words. It's a warning against the Reaper invasion.
Incredible. The cipher must have transferred an understanding of the Prothean language into your mind.
Unsafe. Seek refuge inside the archives.
What's it saying? Can you make out anything useful?
Vault Reapers.
Not really.
The Citadel. Overwhelmed. Only hope. Act of desperation. The Conduit. All is lost.
It said something
Not
about
really.
the conduit, but it's too degraded
It's all
to
clear,
help.
or it's all
We should
unclear. Can't really understand what it's saying. Alright. Whatever happened, they were, sounds like they weren't prepared for it. Alright, well, that security panel allowed us to open the doors in any case. Now it's back after Saren. You know what? This might not be as long of an episode as I thought it was. We might... Well, I think we're gonna be alright. In terms of the hour-and-a-half mark. Ilos isn't meant to be a super long mission. Like I said, I enjoy Virmire and Ilos the most, mainly because they're meant to tell the story. They're meant to... Yeah. They're meant to advance the plot and help tell the story, and less about a length of mission.
Must have been in too
Oh,
much of a
hello.
Or we just haven't run into it yet.
Nice long straight hallway. Hold on, we'll stop for a moment and just take a look at what's all on the walls here. Let's see if we can. There we go. Hundreds, if not thousands, of stasis pods.
Those things on the wall. Some kind of containers?
They look like stasis pods. The Protheans probably...
Got a few enemies up ahead. Cleared them out. Cleared out most of them with just the one shot. There's one that always chills around the corner here. Or two. I love this music. The music on Ilos is my favorite of the entire game. I own the soundtrack. I listen to this music all the time.
What's
Particularly
happening?
the music coming right
It's
up.
a trap. Saren must have set an
Which
ambush.
is also the
I don't think Saren's
music
behind
that
us.
plays when you turn on the game.
Securing point.
Something's blocking our way, so we need to head. Our only choice is down here. This music right here, I love it to death. It's just so peaceful and calming. Despite everything that's going on, it's just nice, soothing music.
Simply an automated trap. Saren would have triggered it. What do you think this is?
I'm not putting faith in anybody being on our side.
The music gives a sense of hope. Vigil.
You are not Prothean, but you are not machine either. This eventuality was one of many that was anticipated. This is why we sent our warning through the beacons.
Looks like some kind of VI program. Pretty badly damaged.
I do not sense the taint of indoctrination upon any of you. Unlike the other that passed recently, perhaps there is still hope.
Wait a minute. How come I can understand you? Why aren't you speaking the Prothean language?
I have been monitoring your communications since you arrived at this facility. I have translated my output into a format you will comprehend. My name is
It's a smart
Vigil.
VI.
You are safe here for the moment, but that is likely to change. Soon, nowhere will be safe.
Are you some kind of artificial intelligence program?
I am an advanced non-organic analysis system with personality imprints from Kesad Aishan, Chief Overseer of the Ilos Research Facility.
Why did you bring me here?
You must break a cycle that has continued for millions of years. But to stop it, you must understand, or you will make the same mistakes we did. The Citadel is the heart of your civilization and the seat of government, as it was with us, and as it has been with every civilization that came before us. But the Citadel is a trap. The station is actually an enormous mass relay, one that links to dark space, the empty void beyond the galaxy's horizon. When the Citadel relay is activated, the Reapers will pour through, and all you know will be destroyed.
He just told us that the Citadel is actually a gigantic mass relay.
How come nobody ever noticed the Citadel was an inactive mass relay?
The Reapers are careful to keep the greatest secrets of the Citadel.
Why do you think there's the Keepers?
That is why they created a species of seemingly benign organic caretakers. The Keepers maintain the station's most basic functions. They enable any species that discovers the Citadel to use it without fully understanding the technology. Reliance on the Keepers ensures no other species will ever discover the Citadel's true nature, not until the relay is activated and the Reapers invade.
How do the Reapers survive out in dark space?
We have
Probably
only
hibernation.
theories. The researchers here came to believe the Reapers enter prolonged states of inactivity to conserve energy. This allows them to survive the thousands and thousands of years it takes for organic civilization to rebuild itself. But in this state, they are vulnerable. By retreating beyond the edges of the galaxy, they ensure no one will accidentally discover them. They keep their existence hidden until the Citadel relay is activated.
It's the perfect trap.
The Reapers can wipe out the Council and the entire Citadel fleet in a single surprise attack.
That was our fate. Our leaders were dead before we even realized we were under attack. The Reapers seized control of the Citadel, and through it, the mass relays. Communication and transportation across our empire were crippled. Each star system was isolated, cut off from the others. Easy prey for the Reaper fleets. Over the next decades, the Reapers systematically obliterated our people. World by world, system by system, they methodically wiped us out.
The war was lost. If you had surrendered, they might have let you live.
No offer of surrender was ever given. Our enemy had a single goal: the extinction of all advanced organic life. Through the Citadel, the Reapers had access to all our records, maps, census data. Information is power, and they knew everything about us. Their fleets advanced across every settled region of the galaxy. Some worlds were utterly destroyed. Others were conquered, their populations enslaved. These indoctrinated servants became sleeper agents under Reaper control. Taken in as refugees by other Protheans, they betrayed them to the machines. Within a few centuries, the Reapers had killed or enslaved every Prothean in the galaxy. They were relentless, brutal, and absolutely thorough.
I don't understand. Where did the Reapers go after they conquered your people?
Our worlds were stripped bare, harvested by the indoctrinated slaves. Everything of value, all resources, all technology was taken. Certain that all advanced organic life had been extinguished, the Reapers retreated back through the Citadel relay into dark space, sealing it behind them. All evidence of the Reaper invasion had been wiped away. Only their indoctrinated slaves were left behind, abandoned. Mindless husks, no longer capable of independent thought, the indoctrinated soon starved or died of exposure. The genocide of the Protheans was complete.
What do the Reapers get out of this? Why do they keep repeating this pattern of genocide over and over?
The Reapers are alien, unknowable. Perhaps they need slaves or resources. More likely they are driven by motives and goals organic beings cannot hope to comprehend. In the end, what does it matter? Your survival depends on stopping them, not in understanding them.
Sometimes understanding your enemy helps you to destroy them, though.
You said you brought me here for a reason. Tell me what I need to do.
The Conduit is the
Ever
key.
read Ender's Game?
Before the Reapers attacked, we Protheans were on the cusp of unlocking the mysteries behind mass relay technology. Ilos was a top-secret facility. Here, researchers worked to create a small-scale version of a mass relay, one that linked directly to the Citadel, the hub of the relay network.
The Conduit's not a weapon. It's a backdoor into the Citadel.
Yep, one that Saren can use to unlock
How did you
the
manage to
Citadel.
stay hidden?
All official records of our project were destroyed in the initial attack on the Citadel. While the Prothean Empire came crashing down, Ilos was spared. We severed all communication with the outside, and our facility went dark. The personnel retreated underground into these archives. To conserve resources, everyone was put into cryogenic stasis. I was programmed to monitor the facility and wake the staff when the danger had passed. But the genocide of an entire species is a long, slow process. Years passed, decades, centuries. The Reapers persisted, and my energy reserves were dwindling.
You should have fought.
We were a few hundred against a galactic invasion fleet. Our only hope was to remain undetected. I began to disable the life support of non-essential personnel. First support staff, then security. One by one, their pods were shut down to conserve energy. Eventually, only the stasis pods of the top scientists remained active. Even these were in danger of failing when the Reapers finally retreated back through the Citadel relay.
There were hundreds of stasis pods out there. You just shut them down? You killed them?
You were programmed to protect them, not kill them.
This outcome was not completely unforeseen. My actions were a result of contingency programming entered on my creation.
I bet they didn't tell the non-essential staff about this contingency.
I saved key personnel. When the Reapers retreated, the top researchers were still alive. My actions are the only reason any hope remains.
It's true.
When the researchers woke, they realized
Those
the
key
protein species
personnel
was
are the
doomed.
only reason
There were only
why
a
we're
dozen
standing
individuals
here
left, far
right
too
now.
few to sustain a viable population. Yet they vowed to find some way to stop the Reapers from returning, a way to break the cycle forever. And they knew the Keepers were the key.
I still don't understand what's going on here. Why is Saren trying to find the Conduit?
The Conduit gives him access to the Citadel and the Keepers. The Keepers are controlled by the Citadel. Before each invasion, a signal is sent through the station compelling the Keepers to activate the Citadel relay. After decades of feverish study, the scientists discovered a way to alter this signal. Using the Conduit, they gained access to the Citadel and made the modifications. This time, when Sovereign sent the signal to the Citadel, the Keepers ignored it. The Reapers are trapped in dark space.
Saren must have some plan to undo everything you did.
The one you call Saren will use the Conduit to bypass the Citadel's defenses. Once inside, he will transfer control of the station to Sovereign. Sovereign will override the Citadel systems and manually open the relay, and the cycle of extinction will begin again.
Is there any way we can stop them?
There's a data file in my console. Take a copy when you go. When you reach the Citadel's master control unit, upload it to the station. It will corrupt the Citadel's security protocols and give you temporary control of the station. It might give you a chance against Sovereign.
Wait, where's the Citadel's master control unit? I've never heard of anything like that.
Through the Conduit, follow Saren. He will lead you to your destination.
If the Reapers are trapped in dark space, how did Sovereign get here?
It is logical to
They
assume
always
the
leave a
Reapers would
vanguard
leave one of
behind.
their own behind after each extinction. A sentinel to pave the way for their inevitable return.
Not a vanguard, a sentinel.
Like those in dark space, Sovereign probably spent most of the last 50,000 years in a state of hibernation. Periodically, it would wake to analyze the situation. Keeping its existence hidden, it would evaluate the state of galactic civilization. And when the time was right, it would signal the Citadel and usher in the next Reaper invasion. But this time the signal failed. The Keepers did not respond. Sovereign's allies were trapped in the void. Alone, it was forced to try and discover what had gone wrong.
Sovereign's the largest ship in the galaxy. Why all this secrecy? Why not just attack the Citadel?
Sovereign is not invincible. Revealing its true nature would have united the forces of every organic species against it. Even a Reaper couldn't survive such odds.
That's true.
But the Reapers are patient. They will not rush into the unknown. Sovereign could have been planning this for centuries, moving deliberately, gathering allies. Slowly, it has assembled the pieces of the puzzle, working through agents to keep itself hidden. Saren is the most visible pawn of the Reapers, but I doubt he was the first. Now Sovereign has grown bold. Whether from confidence or desperation, I cannot say. But it is determined to reopen the portal to dark space.
What about the beacon on Eden Prime? And the one on Virmire? What were they for?
At our apex, the beacons spanned the breadth of our empire. We used them as a single galaxy-wide network to transmit data and communications rapidly from world to world. Virtually all the beacons were destroyed during the invasion, but once the Reapers were gone, the survivors here on Ilos decided to risk sending out a message. We knew it was unlikely there were other survivors, but if there were, we wanted them to know about Ilos. We wanted to give them hope, so a message was sent across the network.
You could have exposed yourself to the Reapers.
In truth, we didn't expect any of the beacons would still function, but we had to try. If there were survivors, we had to reach them. The message was meant for our own people. It was coded so only organic beings could interpret it. We still didn't understand the power of Reaper indoctrination. We never realized it could lead an agent of the machines, like Saren, to this world. but it has also led you here. So perhaps we did not fail after all.
So when the Reapers created the Citadel, they created the Keepers as well?
A more likely scenario is that the Keepers were one of the early harvested civilizations, perhaps the very first. Perhaps they responded well to indoctrination, or the Reapers simply bred them to be obedient. In any case, they were left behind to operate and maintain the Citadel. But the Keepers are no longer directly controlled by Sovereign or its ilk. They evolved so that they only respond to the signals emitted by the Citadel itself. When the Protheans altered the Citadel's signals, they broke Sovereign's hold over the Keepers. Now, they are completely harmless.
Which explains
Sovereign
yet
must
again.
have realized that organic races were difficult to control.
A likely hypothesis. The Keepers evolved in an unanticipated direction. Non-organic servants like the Geth would be more predictable.
What happened to the survivors from the Conduit project?
They used the Conduit to gain access to the Citadel, but the Conduit is only a prototype. The portal only links in one direction, so they were trapped on the station. I do not know what became of them then. It is unlikely they found any food or water on the station. I fear they suffered a slow, grim death. I only know they succeeded in their mission to seal the relay. Your presence here proves their sacrifice was not in vain.
Alright. Let's get going. Vigil has given us hope. We may be able to stop Saren
Saren's
yet.
got enough of a head start. Grab that data file and let's go.
The one you call Saren has not reached the Conduit. Not yet. There is still hope if you hurry.
It's tragic. For all their great achievements, the Protheans lost everything, just like my people. Even their last plan failed.
We can get there in time. Their plan only fails at one time, and I've come too far to watch Saren win.
I agree. It's time to stop Saren for good.
Perimeter secure.
Alright. He's obviously left Geth in our way. Probably some armatures. I think there's gonna be a Colossus somewhere around here. Yep, there it is. Alright, it's just you and me now. Now, technically, we don't really need to kill it, but I mean, I'm gonna kill it no matter what. Because at this point, we could just knock it over and keep driving. It's not like it's gonna chase us, but it's more fun to kill it. Oh, it's stuck on us. Besides, we don't want to leave enemies like this behind us. Oh, it's almost there. Alright. You know, now would be, I don't think I've saved actually at all yet, so now would be a great time to do that. Alright. There we go. I haven't been saving much at all in these last few parts. I don't think I saved once on Virmire, but I feel much more confident, I think, in terms of the last few missions about what to do and how to not die. Though I definitely saved a bunch on insanity. Normal though, at this point you're so powerful that you don't need to be as worried about it. It's more for if you didn't like something that happened and less about what if I die. There it is. There is the conduit. Which means Saren's just beat us to it. Well, I'm gonna save here. So I might as well have just waited. So I think right here is actually a great place to stop. We found the conduit, and as you can see, it looks exactly like a miniature mass relay, just vertical instead of horizontal. So we'll pick up next time right here, right on Saren's tail, as we finish up this first part of the story of Commander Shepard. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you for the thrilling conclusion of our story.